So this is a classic adventure game called Been There, Than That. I've only seen a little bit of the beginning so far. It seems to be a self-aware game that's sort of making fun of the genre a little bit. Oh, Cloudcraft is mentioning that there's a big RimWorld update that just went out that he's been playing that is pretty good, so I'll have to check that out at some point. Well, I had to use a lot of objects with a lot of other objects, but I finally managed to get that whizzo-bang firework off the blind monkey. We'll have you across that canyon and alive again in no time, Dan, old buddy. Alright. So I'm going to walk over to him. Open my inventory, and I've got a firework. Alright, stick that in there. Right there. Excellent. And then there's a lighter down here. So I've played through this scene before. Is there no picking that up? Do I only have... Oh! I right-clicked to change my verb. I hadn't noticed that before. Poor Dan. Never knew what hit him. So apparently my friend is dead. The reanimation process. I've tied one end of this incredibly long piece of twine to the mysterious-looking totem pole, and the other end to the corpse reanimation equipment in Doc Oddball's shack. I've hooked the rubber chicken with a pulley in the middle over the twine, and stuck Dan's zombie-like hands to it using the salty super glue I found on the old pants in the laundry bin. Wait a minute. Anyway, he's recounting the tale of a typical adventure game story. And it basically amounts to him sticking a firework up his friend's rectum. And now he just needs a shunt in the right direction. He'll zoom headfirst at breakneck speed over the bottomless gorge toward Doc Oddball's shack. So, as somebody who grew up with classic adventure games, seeing them sent up like this is actually pretty fun. Alright, buddy, here we go. Once you hit Doc Oddball's shack, the corpse reanimation equipment will kick in, and you'll be back to your good old living self in no time. In theory, at least. I'm sure that went well. So apparently, the impression I'm getting, I know nothing about these developers, the impression I'm getting is that this is a couple of guys making games about themselves. If that's not true, then they've done a really good job of creating that impression artificially, and they still get credit. So, by the way, Cerebral Emesis is here. good to see you. I'm kind of enjoying my, what is it? Is it Boxing Day? Is that the day it is? I'm enjoying my Boxing Day here. My wife is struggling to put my son to sleep right now. She's the only one he'll go to sleep for these days. It used to be me, and now he's switched parents. And so I had some unstructured time, so I figured I'd go through the beginning of this adventure game. I don't like going all the way through adventure games, partly because I think people get bored with it, and partly because it spoils the game, you know? So I figured I have a little bit of time. I'll play the intro of one of these Ben and Dan games. It's great to be alive and back home again. Thanks for shoving that firework up my arse, Ben. Excuse me. Absolute pleasure, mate. So, what are you going to do with this wonderful blessing we call life? Well, Magnum PI's on. I'm afraid the telly's not working. What? Yeah, I broke the aerial making the disguise to infiltrate Dr. Retro Agogo's secret disco robot lair to rescue your corpse. By the way, my English accent is terrible. Well, I'm certainly not going to do anything interesting or entertaining until we found an aerial and got that telly working. Sigh. Right, so you got tributes here to Day of the Tentacle, Sam and Max, Full Throttle. Basically, the world's best adventure games. These are all LucasArts, I believe, too. So, here's a telly. Let's look at the telly. It's our television. The aerial's completely knackered. We're simply going to have to fashion a new one out of the bits and pieces of crap we got lying around our flat. So, well, let's open this door. So, from the dialogue, I think you can tell why I'm using an English accent for these guys. They're speaking exclusively in British slang. Is this a chalk outline around the LucasArts guy? The death of the adventure game. It was like that when we got here. Hey, George! George! How could you do this to us? That used to work. Zip? Oh, so things you can talk about get that icon, and things you can't get a zipped lip, I guess? So, oh, we gotta go to the WC, obviously. I can't use Dan with that. Oh, so okay, so I'm apparently Ben. Alright, let's go through the door. There's no way I'm flipping that switch. The wiring's all dicky. Only a complete idiot would touch that. Oh, excellent. I'm not that impressed by a light bulb that'll carry around with me the whole. That'll carry one around with me the whole time. Besides, it's not going to help us fix the telly, so I'm going to leave it right there. Oh, well, I think I can grab this wire. Don't really need him for that. Alright. It's screwed in pretty tight. I don't think I'll be able to yank it out. Maybe I'll be able to cut it with something. Yeah, so Cloudcraft, this entire game is all about, oh. Okay, so if you're not going to touch the toilet in your own flat. Oh, out the bedroom window. Well, there we go. Around here, nobody even notices. Alright. Can we set it on fire? Given the amount of gases that have been building up in the lab over the years, I can't help but feel that holding a naked flame to it might prove somewhat dangerous. But you were fine shoving a firework up your dead friend's arse. Alright, well, let's open the door. So now we know what's in here. Let's go into Ben's room. Wait. I'm not going into your room. No way, it's nasty in there. What's wrong with my room? The walls ooze brown muck and there's something squelchy living under your carpet. Yeah? So? What's wrong with my room exactly? Oh, nothing. Come on. Let's get this over with. We run a very real risk of missing Magnum PI at this rate. Gadzooks! Right, let's look at things. It's my skateboard. It's a little mouse hole. It's where Mr. Mousy Mouse lives. Wait, we have mice now? No, we have Mr. Mousy Mouse. He eats my cheese. Messy bed, clean dreams. Why is it all lumpy? No idea. Gosh, what an adventure mending the telly's turning out to be. Well, let's pull that blanket back. Hey, it's my arts and crafts materials. Thought I'd been sleeping funny. Well, let's grab that. Oh, I can cut things now. Let's do more grabbing. Nah, I tried it once and fell off. Wow, you're exactly like Marty McFly. Don't even know how I got that thing all the way up there, let alone how to get it down. Yeah, this room is, these guys are very small compared to their rooms. Maybe the previous tenants were a race of giants. Yeah, that would be it, giants. What's that? Comics. Lots and lots of comics. Oh yeah, well, Cloudcraft, thanks for being here, and yeah, have some good sleep. My book collection. I'm a well-read individual. You have 4 books. Yes, novels, parts 1, 2, and 3, non-fiction, the complete works. Wait, that's every book ever written up there? Indeed it is, chum. Read 'em and weep. Alright, well, we can probably cut those wires loose. Okay, why am I speaking in a fake English accent when I'm just not talking for these characters? Fancy a quick game of gibbage? Gibbage? Nah, can't be bothered. Fair enough. What's this? Loads and loads of unsold copies of Gibbage, the game Dan wrote. Don't really know why I downloaded them. I'm a sucker for metaphysics. Whatever that means. It's a fairly hefty looking copy of the Bible. You could do someone some serious damage with that. Yes, by reading it to them. Ha 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 ha! It's a copy of Yang 2, The Yang Gets Yangier, the novelization. What the hell kind of book is that? It's a novelization of the movie. What movie? I don't know, I haven't seen it. But I picked the book up in this spooky old dusty bookshop. Run by an old man who said it was given to him by a stranger in a mask with mystical powers. So you bought it? Of course I bought it. Mystical powers, Ben. Mystical powers. So I kind of imagine these guys are like, I don't know, the movie in my head, these guys are played by the slow-mo guys from YouTube. It's just a cupboard. There's no such thing as just a cupboard in a game like this. What the hell happened to all my clothes? Oh, I skipped the joke by accident. You only wear that one damned jacket. True enough. Let's take that. Seems useful. Got so many things now. Hey, you sleepy, buddy? Not really, no. Besides, who could sleep at a time like this? Come on, we've got to get that telly sorted. Alright. Oh, good point. I was just aimlessly wandering around looking at stuff for a minute there. Alright. Okay. I forgot we got... Yeah, whatever. I can't even read anymore. It's getting very tired. Okay, let's go out through this door. And back to the WC, cut some wires. Maybe that'll be enough to fix the telly. What the... Come on. That's what we want. Cut. What, is that it? Do we just grab it now? Grab an appropriately long piece of metal wire. This is the sort of thing that makes a mighty fine aerial, wouldn't you say? So I'm probably going to use the... Yeah, no, that's a sacrifice I'd make too. Yeah. No, that sounds pretty good. Yeah, Dunedain, I think that's the plan. I think we're gonna... I love the way these guys walk. I think we're using the coat hanger and the wire. Let's also use the coat hanger. Okay. Wait, what's... Is one of these a window? Yeah, that's a poster. What? Wait, I don't see a window. Have you put posters over the window? Ah! Who's this guy? Did you see that? The shafts are getting weirder out there. No one, Chavs? I don't know. No wonder we covered up the window. What is a chav? I think I heard that word on Misfits? I think there was one character who just kept getting called that on Misfits all the time. I had no idea what it meant. Okay, so, out the window. I'm not throwing anything at a closed window. Okay. Open it. There we go. Now, so, okay. What are we doing? Hurry up. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so let's... Should we just grab it? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Magnum PI, here we come. Give it to me, Higgy baby. Are we watching anything? Whoa, that was weird. Indeed. What just happened? From the gaudy colours, the crazy graffiti, and the whole instant teleportation thing, I'd say we've been abducted by aliens onto their spaceship, hundreds of miles from Earth, to be examined, tortured, and chopped up. So we're going to miss Magnum PI then? That's some bad news, yeah. Also, we need to find a way off this godforsaken vessel before we get probed and such. Well, that's our front door there. Gordon number 113B. That'll get us home. Puzzle solved, adventure over. Chuck another one up for the Danster. Yeah, I'm sure that's how it works. Let's try it. It's locked. That chalk mark for the Danster's looking for so far away now. Damn. Perhaps that panel next to it has something to do with it. Right. Can't just use that. I need to use something with it. It's the way of the world. Alright. Let's look at it. There's a panel connected to our door and the light's red. Even on a bizarre alien ship like this, there can only be a lock. This spaceship's just full of locked doors. Alright. Looks like we have to fill that gap with the correct object to unlock it. You got a yin-yang on you? What do I look like to you? A hippie? Alright. Well, let's walk over here. So a rabbit, a yin-yang, some kind of other thing over there. A cross. An X. A wrench. Wow, these aliens have a wicked cool stereo system. Alright. Let's head this way. I don't have... Actually... What if the scissors will... That will work. It's kind of an X. Lighter, glue, poster. Alright. Don't have any of those things. Whoa. I want to go here. Well, it's certainly the right shape, but too big, no doubt. Maybe there's a shrinky gun ray thing on this alien ship. Okay. So I've got a bunch of doors. Don't know if... Can I, like... Oh, right. I had a bunny face. Just on a poster. Alright, let's go over here. There was a bunny face. There it is. There we go. Feels like I should be able to make keys for anything using these scissors. What the? There's a whole field to this door, with a sky. I can see the London skyline. I think this is the way home. Let's go. Oh. It's Zombie London. Oh, bummer. Someone knocked down our flat, put up a graveyard while we were gone. And they didn't even bury all the bodies. Look. Cowboys. No, wait. Look at the names on those gravestones. Those are our names. We're dead, dude. No, this must be the future. Those dastardly aliens have invented a time machine. But the dates on those gravestones. Great Scott, it's this year. This must be some sort of alternate dimension. Good lord. Well, the door back to the spaceship's still open. Perhaps we can find a yin-yang around here somewhere and open the door home. I don't know what the chances are of that. Good plan, buddy. I'll start indiscriminately looking at stuff. Yeah, I'm actually kind of enjoying this self-awareness. It's a dead guy with a bullet hole in his forehead. Dares you to stick your finger in it. Double dares you. Triple dares you, IDST. Damn. No. Sissy. Not carrying a dead body around with me. Definitely picking up a dead head, though. What? Could have sworn I'd seen that head move. Yeah! That pile of body parts is alive! It's alive! Zombie! He's a zombie! Who builds a portal to a zombie dimension? How big is each of these rooms going to be? Meanwhile... Hello, aliens. So, my friend, is everything going according to plan? Indeed. Code for the Hello World program is already 95% complete. I can't even read numbers anymore. Our two subjects have unwittingly constructed a makeshift... You know, I'm not even going to try to talk anymore. I'm very tired. So they're teleported aboard the starship. The Scarship? What's wrong with me? We commence with phase 2 of our plan. My turn to drive. Aww. Alright, this place looks, you know, well decorated. No problem here. Due today, no, I don't have work all week. The lab's closed. So, yeah, this is one of the few times when I actually don't have to get up at 4:30 in the morning. It's a hefty-looking Bible. Same Bible from before? 3 candles. Handles for... freaks? That doesn't really work, does it? No, it's a shame. That must be a reference to some English thing people say. Not interacting with the wall. Blow on left candle, blow on middle candle, blow on right candle. Middle candle. Left candle. Well, this is interesting and all. The ominous-looking trail of blood leads directly to the altar. And it seems underneath it. Ooh, is the plot thickening? You know what, old buddy? I think it just might be. Finally! There's no way I'd be able to move that. Not a chance. So is there a code I need to learn here? Blow on the candles? Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I've got a lighter. Let's light some candles. Light the right candle. Light the middle candle. Light the left candle. Yeah, fine. Didn't realize you meant to be pixel perfect. Yeah, so Xanathine, this is a pretty it's a self-aware adventure game made by some guys who clearly are adventure game fans. Love a lot of old LucasArts stuff, and you know, it seems like it was a really small team, possibly just these two guys making a just, you know, taking a genre that they love and just making a new member of it. I love games like this where it's like we're clearly the creators of it are super into what they're doing. Not just trying to make a buck or something, you know, like they're making something they love. Alright, so clearly there's some kind of code here. And I'm not going to figure out what it is. There. Something I can use that Bible for? Oh, I can take it. Alright, I'll see you in a minute, Zarnathian. Okay. So I've got a Bible, for some reason. Is there a way out of here? There we go. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's just random cross-hatching. It's a church wall. I'd say that's fairly nondescript. I'm inclined to agree with you there, pal. There's simply no way describing this wall. It's completely featureless. Bar one or two cookie-looking bricks, that is. Oh yeah, I hadn't noticed them. Thanks for the heads up. Not a problem. Just doing my part. Okay, and it looks like there's instructions here for the candles, but I can't tell. It says Kings 1845. Isaiah 64:6. Wait, what? I don't think there's an Isaiah 64. Are there 64 chapters in Isaiah? I don't think so. Job 15:30. Acts 2:2. Okay, can I use the Bible? Can I examine the Bible? Okay. He will not escape the darkness. A flame will wither his shoots, and the breath of God's mouth will carry him away. Meanwhile, the sky grew black with clouds. The wind rose, a heavy rain came on, and Ahab rode off to Jezreel. Suddenly, a sound like the blowing of a violent wind came from heaven and filled the whole house where they were sitting. All of us have become like one who's unclean. All our righteous acts are like filthy rags. The wind. Okay, so hold on. I think I've missed some of these. Okay, that was Acts 2:2, Kings 18, Job 15, Judges 13, Isaiah. Can you really not spell Isaiah? Come on, how hard is it to spell Isaiah? Oh, no. Is this... I think this is the order they're in. Okay, so Job was flame, wind, flame, wind, flame. Alright. So it's flame, wind, wind, flame, wind, flame. There we go. Alright, so let's blow out the middle candle. So I basically almost did the opposite of what we needed to do. Let's light the first candle. Let's light the left candle and the right candle. And it moves! Hey, Fritters. Good to see you. Oh, yeah, Fritters, I actually, X-Rogan and Cloudcraft finally prevailed on me to add some panels to my Twitch channel, so there's a little bit more information there. X-Rogan was making fun of the number of pictures of my face were on there, though, so I think I might have to change some of the illustrations so that I don't look quite like the narcissist. I wonder what these guys just said. I don't know. Let's go downstairs. Doop 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 doo. Doop 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 doo. Doop 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 doo. Oh, hello. How did you get down here? Stay back! Gilbert's chained up, but I took care of the rest of them. You don't need to destroy his brain. Please don't destroy my Gilbert's brain. Okay, old-timer, whatever you say. I think we'll need your cross. It's a nervous-looking priest with a bandage on his hand. Hey, Bible basher. Bash this. Brilliant. So we're killing priests now? No. Well, maybe bumping off one or two if they absolutely insist on getting in the way. So let's pick up that cross. We need that to get through a door. Don't think you'll be needing this anymore, will you, priesty? Wait, you're bumping off a priest and then stealing from him? Oh, Dan, don't be so puritanical. We're on an adventure. We can pick up whatever the hell we like. It's not stealing, it's adding to my inventory. The two concepts are wildly different, okay? Whatever you say, kill crazy. I love this because this is pretty much exactly the way I played Deus Ex. Like, I go around in this, well realized world with all these interesting conversations and this, I mean, I wouldn't call it entirely realistic, but at least it's a naturalistic sort of environment and try to, reflect possibilities in society. And then I also just pick up everything that is not nailed down right in front of the owners. They don't care. Nobody cares. Because making them care would have been difficult and expensive and kind of pointless and kind of beside the point of the game. So they just fill the world with stuff, say, hey, pick up all the stuff, and it's just fine. It means nothing at all to the story. And so it's weird. It kind of kicks you out, but eventually you get used to it and you kind of accept it and you just go with it. Unless you're super hardcore about the role-playing. But I love that these guys are like, no, we're going to murder a random person and take his stuff because that's what you do in video games. Probably best not start touching him in that. Might get accidentally accused of bumping the old dude off. You did bump the old dude off. Shh, you. We should definitely open this door. Crumb's alive. What the hell is that thing? I guess that's Gilbert, the flesh-munching zombie son of a priest. Gah! Well, I, for one, am not going anywhere near that kid. I don't think the restraining order counts after they've died, buddy. Ugh. Really? Wish you told me that earlier. Can't reach it without getting dangerously close to that zombie kid. Sorry. Alright, well. Dan, head over there and pick up the zombie kid's toy, will you? What? No chance. It looks really dangerous. I'll stick to the important things from now on, like flipping light switches. Yeah, these guys are definitely the slow-mo guys, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, I think... Isn't the one who has to do everything even named Dan on the slow-mo guys? I know the other guy's name is Gav, and he looks pretty much exactly like this. What can I do? Can I bash him over the head, too? I think I've done enough damage with this thing. Anything else I can do? I mean... Well, I've got a cross, anyway. I can always come back here if I get something that's good at dealing with zombies. I bet whenever I come back, he's going to have stood up and, Yeah. Yeah, Lord Fortuz, this game is made entirely out of meta humor, and I'm kind of enjoying it. Alright, looks like... No? I meant to go upstairs. Good to have you back, Zarnathium. Fortuz just pointed out that he finished up the vanilla version of State of Decay. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Since I didn't make the vanilla version of State of Decay, I think I can fairly easily admit to the fact that I absolutely love it and think it's an amazing game, and I'm not just tooting my own horn. I only worked on the expansion packs and now the sequel. Alright, so... I seriously have no use for a man's body. What if we stumble across a woman's body? Would you find a use for that? It's getting weird. What the crap, guys? Oh. Oh. Come on, dudes. I mean, I guess if you want your characters to be douchebags. Alright, we've got a cross anyway. Put it in that door. I love that there's just no pretense at all about this being just a game. With arbitrary things opening arbitrary doors. Yeah, if I have to open every single one of these doors on this ship to find one, I'd be very annoyed. Wow. Earth is open plan in this dimension. Yeah, very spacious. Well, it's half of a... How do I... Well, Dan, looks like we finally made it back in one piece. Welcome home. On the bright side, it's a lot cleaner than it used to be. Dunedain, I don't know if I can close the doors. Well, less cluttered anyway. Every cloud, eh? Every cloud. Alright, so... Hey, it's a yin! A what now? The item we need to unlock our front door on the spaceship we get home. Oh, a yin. A yin-yang represents the balance of the universe. Good and evil, light and dark, cats and dogs. To see a yin on its own is unnerving, to say the least. Doesn't seem to have done much good to this dimension anyhow. Still, we needed to get home. Wait, is that a yin? Is that yin or is that yang? I don't feel like I'm sure. And they haven't convinced me that they... Well, I don't know. They actually did look up real scripture references, so... I don't know, maybe they looked this up too. Well, obviously we need to throw him down there. Can you reach that yin, Dan? My arms aren't that much longer than yours. I can't reach it either. Well, this might be a place we have to come back to eventually. Oh, well, then, here we go. What did I get? It's a dull-looking rock. Great. I think I'm mostly here to find a rock. Okay. Oh, Dunedain, you're right. You got even more problems with their scripture references than I did. So... Points out that not only did they spell Isaiah wrong, but they also didn't indicate whether we were talking about 1st or 2nd Kings. Okay, so does that rock give us something we can use in the other dimension here? No way. Right? I'm not giving any of my stuff to a dead man's hand. What on earth do you think you're doing? What? What? You just picked up a dead man's hand, didn't you? Yeah, so? A dead man's rotting hand? Yeah, well, what? It's not still twitching or oozing or anything. Why did you do that? You know, to grip stuff. In case anything needs, you know, gripping. You're an idiot, you know that? Yeah, an idiot who can grip stuff with his magical third hand, though. Another dead body. Can't even see that far. Is that supposed to be another dead body? Yes, yes it is. Okay. You know, this is pretty good, actually. Like, I kind of expected something, you know, kind of cheap, just from the way it looks, but they've written a lot of dialogue. I mean, they really... Yeah, no, I'm getting a lot more out of this than I expected to get, especially considering I think it was incredibly cheap. I think it's like less than $1 for this game, and it's genuinely funny. And I mean, I'm not even. I mean, I get the sense that I could switch into talkie mode, which is here, and just talk about everything, or talk to it. Okay, so that's about talking to things. But yeah, I mean, they've just got cute little exchanges written about every single thing in the world. I mean, you look at like the big, super professional, well-funded, adventure games. Not that there's a whole lot of those, but there's a lot of things in the world where you're like, I can't use that. I can't use that. I can't use that. Referring to the same line of dialogue for every single thing. These guys don't seem to have that. They've every combination of verb on item has resulted in a legit comment from these guys. Right, so I thought maybe if I gave him something to chew on. He said has enough zombie hands already. Alright. Here you go, Gilbert. Chomp on this. Excellent. I could have done that before. Stealing from a dead kid. You just keep getting better and better, don't you? Alright, let's go open another door. Fortuna says he kind of likes the visual style of this game. I'm like, yeah, no, when I first saw it, I thought it was just meant to be cheap, but I'm getting to appreciate the style of it a lot more the longer I play. And one thing's nice is, when you go for a deliberately kind of cheap-looking aesthetic, you can get away with a lot of stuff. And, the way these guys they make fun of the art of their own game, it kind of gives them permission to to kind of draw whatever they want, however they want, and just kind of deal with it. Alright. They'd mentioned the bricks before. I thought maybe some of them were interactive, but probably not. Okay, which side was the human-shaped lock on? Not that one. Let's go back. Come on. There it is. And it's a ladder. This dimension is exactly the same as home, except doors are 1 inch higher or something. I vote we stay. Likewise, and given the infinite parallel universe theory, that's perfectly likely. Cross your fingers. Wasn't there a Simpsons episode where they went to an alternate reality where everything was the same except people ate like frogs? Oh, it's a dimension where Britain's part of America. Stone me, how'd that happen? I don't understand most of this. Politics isn't my strong point. It seems a year ago today, Britain became America's 51st state. Claire Calera, blah blah blah, monster raving loony party voted in, yib yib yib, lost country to President John Bunnell in a game of paper rock scissors, yada yada yada. Actually, that doesn't sound much less convincing than the Brexit. Still got a paper now, apparently. Fish and fries? The Limey? It's a boarded up fish and chip shop. Fish and fries. Call it what you like, it's a chippy. Can we go in? So, Cons Taylor Star, who is legitimately English, says, by the way, Monster Raving Looney Party is legit. Okay. This one seems to be called David. By the way, Taylor, I apologize for my English accent that I'm using for these characters. There's no way to say their dialogue in an American accent because they use British slang so often that I'm kind of forced to, and I don't have any idea what he just said. This one seems to be called David. He keeps uttering, "Can't see the screen properly" behind the woman's head over and over again. Weird. Is that a reference to something? Judging by his name badge, this one is called This one's called Simon. Sure looks like a genius. It's a childlike drawing of a giant monster rampaging through a city. Underneath it reads, "Laser beams eyes kill stupid civilians." It's a drawing of a giant robot smashing and stamping its way through the city. Underneath it says, "Beware, cowards become smashy smashy. We're brilliant." Let's talk to these people. What you drinking? This here's our moonshine. It's alcoholic beverage likes of which the world's never seen because it's been made primarily with evil in mind. It's our own creation. 2 parts battery acid, 1 part battery acid, a splash of every sort of alcohol under the sun. Except the Goldschlager stuff, that's nasty. Except the nasty Goldschlager stuff, then we distill it for a bit, mix it with neat alcohol and paint stripper, and serve. It's very warming. Why all the boozing, gents? Life went wrong, things happened. We had it all. 3 of us successful video game journos, all 3 of us were. Top of our field. Steve was awarded a Games Master Golden Joystick for services to awesomeness. Simon was knighted for writing an article about some games are shit because of tacked on stealth elements. And David wrote a review which was so good entire nations threw down their weapons and embraced peace. We truly were the bestest. So what went wrong? We became jaded. We had sampled the very best games in the universe, and there was nothing left to experience. When we saw there were no more worlds left to conquer, we wept. For there were no more worlds left to conquer. We knew then there was no way mankind would ever produce a video game of enough awe-inspiring brilliance to rouse us again. So we turned our back on the industry we once loved and came here to set up new offices as evil geniuses and destroy the world. Except us. Except us, obviously. What a tragic tale. Okay, thanks for chatting. Bye, Force. Okay, but enough of that biting satire. It says closed. Damn it, I want in. Well, do we have any tools that can open it up? Scissors? The scissors won't help here. I read something exponentially more hardy to get this off. Okay. Like burning it all down? I'm not setting fire to that. Uh-oh, I think that was my first reusable line. I can't use that on that drawing. Oh man, I'm getting reusable lines now. Some of the nails have worried loose from one of these planks. That's probably the whole reason I'm here. Don't want to... What? Can it, you? Okay, okay. A crowbar. Let's get a crowbar. Can we leave? How do we leave? So Nathium says, I'm glad I'm not trying to sleep. Would piss me off with the guy hammering non-stop next door. It's almost 1 a.m. here. We got some folks across the street who work on a car at all hours of the night. Usually they keep the noise to a minimum in the evening, but they got a really bright set of like sports field lights up in their garage. It's like daylight outside. Taylor says it's more annoying when you work the night shift. Yeah, because everybody feels like they can make whatever noise they want, right? When you're trying to sleep. Taylor says, that said, the impersonation British accents were wonderful. Well, thank you. I appreciate Taylor. That is. I honestly genuinely seek your approval with these sorts of things, Taylor. So I appreciate that comment. We come bearing gifts aplenty, including the high quality and thoroughly addictive Match 3 puzzle game. It's called Hello World, and on our planet is the most coveted example of our high cultural understanding. I don't know what accent to use with these guys. It changes minute to minute. To match 3 gives one a sense of purpose within the universe. You see, if you match 3 or more gems in a row, they disappear and get replaced by some new ones, perhaps of differing colors. Repeat ad infinitum. This game is completely brilliant. And we're making sure there's a copy available to every man, woman, and child in this lovely, lovely planet of yours. For only $19.95 to cover hosting costs, etc. And there we go. We're at a bar called the Limey. You know it's a good adventure when you get to the pub and a few empty pint glasses in the inventory. I stumbled through that. I have no idea what he just said. Wait a moment. This isn't a proper British pub. The barman's smiling and the floors are made of Velcro. We haven't been beaten up yet. This is a bar. Oh, hey there, fellas. Welcome to ye old traditional English public bar, the Limey. Now, before y'all come in, I'm going to have to read you the terms and conditions. By entering these premises, the potential customers, hereafter referred to as you guys, accept full responsibility for their own safety. The management is not liable for you guys becoming intoxicated if imbibing alcohol, personal embarrassment on the subsequent morning, or alter perception of the aesthetic value of prospective romantic liaisons. Do you like my imitation American accent? Any constitutional right to be served within 5 minutes is waived on entry. By accepting the above terms, you guys undertake not to sue the management for any incident related to the Limey, from now until death. Do you accept these terms and conditions? If it stops you from saying all that ever again, then sure. Swell, my name's Brad. I'll be your bar buddy for today. How can I be of service, squires? Alright, with that, I gotta answer, Lord Fortuza's question, which is why the late stream? I was streaming late because my son absolutely refuses to go to sleep. He's 2 years old. Absolutely refuses to go to sleep tonight. We got him to bed 3 times, and he got up 3 times. And so finally my wife is going to lie down with him. And so I had some unstructured time. So I figured, come down here, play the beginning of an adventure game, give you guys a taste of something that turned out to be really weird and interesting and cool. And now I've just gotten a text from her that says he's finally asleep, and it's time for us to continue watching Luke Cage, which is what we were going to do tonight. And so I'm going to quit this game because I want to find out what happens on that show. Unfortunately, I've forgotten how to quit the game. Here it is. All right.